I used to think making a living as a producer was hard, but that's only because I used to focus on the wrong things. In this video, I will show you the behind the scenes strategy that eventually allowed me to quit a 9-to-5 job and make over 5 figures a year as a music producer at 24. I'm gonna show you the exact steps I took, the secret method that makes it almost feel illegal, and whether you actually need placements to make numbers like this. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly where to focus your time and attention to start making consistent income as a producer. Now, you might be asking yourself if $20,000 is even a number reachable for someone like you. And to be honest, this is the same exact thing that I used to ask myself until I discovered the one thing that makes this whole process look illegal. Now, here's the truth. You don't need placements. You don't need a big artist to co-sign you to make this happen. And most importantly, you don't need millions of followers to make money as a producer. The producers hitting 20, 30, 50, even $100,000+ right now are the ones who actually master the art of branding, and they really know how to brand themselves the right way. And then they've used that brand to sell drum kits, look kits, digital products, and really build a machine that it literally prints money whilst they're sleeping. And I'm telling you, like, based on my whole personal experience, you feel me? And in just a second, I'm gonna tell you exactly how that works. I'm gonna break down the steps you can literally copy from today so you can stop doubting yourself and start building a system that actually pays you money. But first, I need to show you why branding is the entire cheat code of this whole machine. Think of branding like walking into a restaurant. Like, two places can literally serve the same exact food, but one of them looks spooky as hell, there's crappy interior, there's no music, the waitresses are mad rude, and they're not even looking that good, you feel me? Whereas the other one has great design, good music, great lighting, like proper welcoming atmosphere. And suddenly you don't mind paying even 3 times more for that same food. Like, the thing here, nothing really changed in terms of the plate itself, but the thing that actually changed was the way you felt in those two different restaurants. That is literally what branding does to producers or businesses in general. You can literally have the same sounds, the same loops, the same quality of another producer, but if your visuals, your messaging, your identity, your vibe, like literally your brand hits harder, people will see your kits as more valuable. First of all, they trust you more, and they literally assume that your sounds will upgrade their beats. And second thing, they buy faster at higher prices. And that's also why the method feels illegal, because once your branding is dialed in, your kits will start selling almost effortlessly. Even if you don't have placements, you're not famous, or you're still building your audience. Now, the big truth is people don't buy the actual sounds. People buy the producer behind the sounds. They're buying your taste, your word, and your identity. And once you really understand that, selling kits becomes one of the greatest advantages that you can have in the producer game. Now, obviously, the big question that's gonna come out is, how do I actually make this shit happen? Like, what are the steps that will actually get me to the 20K? And that's really where things get interesting, because the system is actually way simpler than you actually think. So let me break down the exact 3-step process you can follow to start making real money from your kits starting from today. Think of making 20K from selling kits like building a small vending machine. A vending machine really only needs 3 things to print money: a good location, something people actually want to buy, and a way to restock it consistently. That's literally it. Now, once you have these 3 pieces all together set up properly, the vending machine just starts making money. Like, whether you're standing there or not, it's gone print money regardless, you feel me? So literally selling drum kits and look kits works the same exact way. You don't need luck, you don't need virality, you don't need a placement with Drake, you just need a system. And here are the 3 steps. So first of all, you want to build a brand people actually care about. And this is gonna be your location. This is all about your vibe, your visuals, your unique angle, your storytelling, pretty much everything that makes people stop scrolling and say, okay, I trust this guy. I really trust him. Branding is the only thing that makes your kit stand out in a crowded market. So you really want to take care of your branding. Now, the second step is to create kits people actually want to buy. First of all, don't overthink it. You don't need to make anything revolutionary. I promise you. Like, your kits just need to solve the real problem producers face, such as better drums, inspiring loops, unique textures, simple drag and drop workflows. So pretty much, if your brand makes people look, your product is the thing that actually makes them buy. Now, the third step is to post content to point people to your kits every single week. And this is not an okay. This is 3. 1, 2, 3. Third step. So going back to the vending machine example, this is your restock. You pretty much keep your vending machine full by showing up online. And this is through short tutorials, loop breakdowns, beat videos, key previews, producer tips, pretty much any kind of content that you want to put out as a producer. And every post is literally a new coin dropped into your machine. So when you combine these three pieces together, the branding, the product, and the consistency, hitting $20,000 becomes predictable more than random. But here's where most producers get stuck because they still think that they need placements to validate their brand or their kids. So do you actually need placements to make real money as a producer, or you can still hit $20,000 without having ever worked with major artists? And I'm gonna give it to y'all now. Pause. So let's break it down. So you want to think of placements like winning the lottery, literally. So if you hit one placement, great, amazing, looks good, feels good. You might even make some money from it, like legit money. But relying on placements to pay your bills is literally like scratching cards to pay for rent. You can't predict it, you can't control it, you can't scale it. However, selling kits on the other end, it allows you to literally run a little business. You decide the product, you decide the price, you decide how often you want to release. Pause, man. Pause, bro. What you thinking, bro? Come on, man. You also decide how big you want to grow. And here's the thing. Although having placements helps, I'm not denying that, bro. I'm true testimony on that shit. You feel me? Like, I got my plaque over there. I know for a fact that there's a good chunk of motherfuckers that bought my shit just because I got that shit. You feel me? So, I know that. But you can still make a lot of money even without placements. There's so many producers that I promise you that I see so many videos of people flexing $300,000 from selling their music, like on some whatever shape or form. Not necessarily just drum kits or loop kits, but you know, like it's still a lot of money. And I promise you, I never seen these niggas releasing any music with whatever major artist. So like, I know what I'm talking about. Like, I've seen it working, you know? So yeah, literally zero industry connections, zero cosigns. They're not chasing artists, but more than anything, they're building a brand, creating products, and then selling those products to their audiences. Because the thing is, once your brand is strong enough, your kids get to a point where they sell out of trust and not clout. You feel me? The majority of people won't really care if you've ever produced for Future or not. What they really care about is whether your sounds can get their beats to sound better or not. So now, my nigga, you don't need placements. I promise you. You don't even need a famous artist to say your name. You just need a brand, a strategy, and consistency to actually build a machine that pays you money while you're sleeping. Now, if you've been listening all this and you feel like, all right, like this makes sense, but how do I actually pull all of these pieces together? This is literally what I teach inside my mentorship one-on-one coaching program. Inside, I work with you directly and literally show you how to build a brand that actually sells, create kits people genuinely want to buy, set up your content and marketing strategy, and build a predictable system that will make you 5 figures a year as a producer. So if you're serious about making real money as a producer and you really want to turn your passion into income, check the link down below in the description to book a completely free strategy call with me. And from there, I'm going to see if you're a good fit for the program. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Even after doing all this, building the brand, coming up with killer kits, and posting content consistently, most producers still hit a ceiling. And that's where the real struggle begins. Because the truth is, selling kits can get you consistent income, but it doesn't automatically get you placements. It doesn't pitch your loops to industry producers. It doesn't necessarily grow your connections and opportunities to the next level. And this is exactly why I've made this video in which I show you the new system producers are using to land major placements and make money consistently every single month.